Fun, fun, fun.
Good evening, guys. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live. I cannot believe that week one is in the books. As a Bucks fan, I sit before you very humbled. And, I lost my bet to Carter, and I sent him his TJ Watt Prism rookie card is on the way to his house. But I'm looking forward to week two. We've got a ton of great matchups this weekend. We learned a lot from week one, but nothing really that's going to give us a good prediction for what's going to happen the entire season. Although some things did carry over from last year, that we saw some teams, some defenses that were trending in the wrong direction that are still kind of trending in that direction. But tonight we've got a special guest. This is a guy that a lot of you guys in the sports card community know because he is actively commenting and engaging. He's a super nice guy, great member of the community across multiple channels. This guy's got an incredible background, so I can't wait for you guys to hear his story. He's got a lot of knowledge and insight when it comes to card collecting and investing. He is an avid sports enthusiast, and very excited to welcome him onto my channel. So please, guys, give a warm welcome to Brian Kingsley.
What's up?
What's going on, Brian? I'm
doing
good.
Great. Doing great. Stoked about football cards, man. Football cards are going nuts.
Yeah, man. Look at you, man. You do got long hair. You mind giving me some of that?
Well, I'll tell you. I went native on the ski hill a few years back, but I always had really short hair, but there you go.
Got that, man. Check it out. I like the fireplace, Brian. Looks like you got some sports memorabilia on display there.
Well, I put those wonderful boxes up there for Dustin, because I hope Dustin's here tonight. But Dustin was talking about how he was buying cheap products, and I got a whole bunch of cheap boxes up there. Hey, what's up, David?
We got David in the house. We got Malone Money Mindset. What's up, David? What's up, Anthony Malone? Gaming God. What's up, Jackson? Yeah, guys. So in tonight's live stream, turns out Brian's got some questions for me as well, but I've also got some questions for him because I've gotten little bits and pieces of his story, and I want him to share that with you guys, just his background in sports and how he got into collecting and investing. And then we're going to dive right into what we're seeing right now in the football card market. And really, we want to talk about the future, right? That's what a lot of us want to talk about, and try and get a better understanding of how to best prepare ourselves going into the future. So, Brian, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background in sports and how you got into cards?
Well, I guess I got into cards through sports. I played about every single sport when I was a kid. I mean, we had Pong, I think, in the house.
Nice.
So soccer and wiffle ball and baseball and basketball and street football, and when it was raining, tackle football. Shooting, fish, and all that was better. Being outside. What's up, Brad?
We got Brad, the Connect card investor in the house. Gridiron Stars, cool name. What's going on, man? So
but yeah. I got into them on my own. I just loved basketball so much in the 90s, man. Bulls, the whole thing. I mean, I would show up to basketball practice or whatever, just draped in Jordan Air, man. Just,
Nice.
So I loved Michael Jordan, loved the Bulls, loved the Celtics before that. Big Niners fan growing up, through the good, the bad, and the ugly. Kings fan. As soon as the Kings came to Sacramento, I was a Kings fan, and I just love collecting Jordan cards and Shaq cards, and I did it all by myself. I never had anybody no partners in crime doing it, and then I got out of it. You know, you go to school, and I was running competitively. Got the honor of going to the Olympic Training Center and training there for a while. And
Nice.
didn't make the team, but I was a middle distance runner. And then came back from there. I was in a bad accident. I got run over by a dump truck while cycling on my bike. And long story short, I was super hurt for a long time. And then I used skiing to come back. And that's my sport now. And I ski like 150, 200 days a year. And I'm not sure how I got back into sports cards in middle of 2019. I don't know. I just saw them on the shelf, and I guess it was the Zion jaw hype. But it was before the cards were expensive, though. I mean, I was leaving. I mean, if I'd have known, I would have never left all that Optic and Prism soccer on the shelf, man. But got a lot of cards cheap. Cheers. Got a lot of cards cheap before the prices went crazy. So I made out there. I got a ton of
man,
top
that's
series.
incredible that you got in 2019 before, you know, the COVID happened and the big influx happened.
I'm late. Should have got in 2012. Right? We're late.
Should have never got out, right?
What was David Hunter late? Was he late? Or has he been collecting the whole time? Have you been collecting the whole time, David?
I don't know. We'll let David answer.
I don't know. We'll let him answer that.
I think that he probably has. What's going on, Brad Nolan? You got one more day with Allen Robinson. You counting your blessings up there. David said he was in around 2012.
Nice. I mean, I would just love to have spent just $3,000 a year on product. You know, even that would have been mind blowing. Speaking of that, your star stock is up to like what? Almost 16?
About $1,450 when I checked earlier.
What are you into that? Less than 300?
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
You've been killing it, dude. You've been killing it. It's been awesome.
Thanks, man.
It's been cool to watch. Yeah, I don't have the patience for Beckett Marketplace. I can't do it. I tried a few times. I even started loading the cart. I'm just all the hell with it, man. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's Beckett Marketplace definitely takes a lot of patience in trying to fill the cart from that specific, you know, shop. I mean, I've spent hours and hours and hours hunting, you know, trying to fill my cart from that one shop to meet the free shipping threshold. So it's like, I just want to complete this order, but I got, you know, they have like, you have a card shop that's got, you know, for example, 5 Allen Robinsons that I want, but that's only $5. Like I need to get to $25, $30, and I'm hunting and hunting on there. And Samuel's Views says, "Where's the video? Are you not getting any video, bro? I got it back. Oh man. Yeah, I was gonna ask you because you said you were collecting back in the '80s and stuff. Brian, do you have any Joe Montana rookie cards?
No, I do have a couple Jerry Rices at PSA, but I mean, I didn't even use sleeves back then. They're I don't know what they're gonna get. I just sent them in to get them slabbed. Probably 8s and 7s, you know.
So, do you have a lot of cards at PSA right now?
I've under 100, I think 89.
Okay.
I think. It's my first submission ever. I've never sent in cards before ever, so I'm excited. But it's pretty much the cream of my crop.
Nice. A lot of basketball, some baseball, some football.
A little bit of everything, yeah. A couple Lamar rookies. Prestige. Unfortunately, not Prism or Optic.
So, what is your favorite part about the the card collecting and investing community or market?
The community's great. I mean, what a change from back in the day where I was just all alone going into Walmart, buying cards and opening them up and looking at them and putting them away. And now it's just cool. I mean, you could all these people you can talk to and all the places that you can sell them. And thank goodness that these guys are coming up with a way that we don't have to mail cards every day, because that is horrible and expensive. Hobby today is awesome. And I think the cards are pretty. I think they just remind me of moments in my life, whether it was back in 1980 and I was riding my bike around, with a bunch of Ricky Hendersons in my back pocket or something, It's everything reminds you of something, different players, like, when you see a cool guy like that, right? You're like, you the man, dude.
Nice.
The look on his face is like, I'm the best football player in the world.
Is that a rookie?
No, it's 1981.
Still, though, that was before they started mass printing and stuff.
Yeah, that's I love that card. It's a nice card. And like that. And then you see old Howie Long there, and you're all like, yeah. Yeah,
that's cool, man.
You're a badass.
Got the vintage.
Yeah, and guys like Terry. I'm getting the angle wrong here. Terry Bradshaw. That's at 82. Marcus Allen. Whoa.
So are you investing now more into vintage cards or modern? Or both?
Mostly all the cards that I have, I pulled myself. I started buying some on eBay and on StarStock, obviously, because I got about 500 cards there.
Very nice.
Your bulk card finds disappears.
Oh, I know that feeling very well, Brad. It's a terrible feeling. I remember I think over the weekend I was doing an order and I'd add one thing to my cart and it would refresh and it's like, we've removed this from your cart. I'm like, oh, son of a, but that's the current struggles. Like as more and more deals are disappearing, that's one thing that we want to talk about is what we're going to do, right?
What are we going to do? All the cheap cards are gone. It's over.
Well, I mean, it is for, I think, the big stars, but I think there's still a lot of cheap cards for defensive players, which is something that I know we've kind of dabbled in. And part of the reason why I think they're not as highly demanded yet is because a primary example, StarStock doesn't accept defensive players on their platform. So I think as we get into the season progresses, but I am concerned about what's happening with the basketball card market, just completely tanking. What it seems like guys that, bought modern rookie cards of basketball stars that are no longer in the playoffs and they're done. They're just tanking right now because a lot of that interest and money and stuff is shifting to football. I guess you just hold on to those long term at this point. What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, I'd be holding on to them. I mean, I think it's going to go down the line. I mean, those base prisms, they printed a gazillion of them. They don't have any rarity. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. He's always going to be expensive. But I believe, I hope it doesn't happen, but I believe that, base prisms are going to take a big hit.
Yeah, I noticed from watching Jeff Wilson's video on the basketball card market that Zion's PSA 10 pop report was way higher than Luka's or some of the guys from previous years. So it's like, okay, is that because more guys got into the hobby and saw an opportunity to make really good profit from sending in raw cards to get graded? Or is that because Panini started printing more? of the players that, like, for example, when you talk about football, did Panini overprint this year Joe Burrow, or did they overprint last year Kyler Murray?
From what I understand, I mean, Panini has a print run and they don't print it again. That's what they've been saying, on Sports Cards Live and all that. They print the run and that's it. And they'll have then they release it in shots. But
let's give a couple more shout outs here, Brian, because we got Steve Elmore in the house. What's going on, man? Hey, Dustin from the Personal Finance Dad. What's going on, Dustin? I'm expecting to see like a Who Dat or a Ghost Saints somewhere in here. You guys definitely earned that win on defense, man. You guys crushed the turnover battle in that game. And, I mean, the Saints didn't look super sharp. I know Michael Thomas has now got a high ankle sprain. It's not good. It's good for my Traquan Smith rookie cards. And Drew Brees has definitely got a little bit more rust to knock off. But I think, Brian, what were you saying about something on your wall there that you had up? You were talking about Dustin?
Oh, yeah. I put these empty boxes of super high premium cards back there just for Dustin's video that he made the other day, because I love it. I got my Prestige and Score and Luminance, and I do have Donruss up there. But yeah, a bunch of garbage wax. If there's junk wax, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But
where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
Oh, I am. But I mean, I think they make some pretty cards, but they just don't hold their value. It's just ridiculous. And we've got 10 things coming out. When does Prism come out? Who knows when Prism comes out?
We've been talking about that. It's at the end of the year.
It's not October.
Yeah, Ziggy was actually saying that he thinks it might be pushed back to December, January timeframe, which I can't imagine them releasing it after the holidays. I feel like when I've looked back at 2018 and 2019 Prism, they always released it in November, like middle to end of November. So it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Well, typically it comes out in late October, and that's when next year's is tuned to go out then, but I don't know when they're going to release it. But they're going to have every week to 2 weeks between now and October 15th. I believe they're going to release 10 football products. And I don't know if any of it's worth a darn. I'm trying to see products where I had them written down. Hold on.
Jackson, do I owe you a TJ Watt too? How many people did I make a bet with on Saturday night? That's what Carter had me up pretty late. I was about 2 beers in when I made that. So yeah, I sent him a TJ Watt Prism rookie card the other day. There you go. Oh, what's up, Tao? Tao said Blowout Forums has a release article about Prism. So that's interesting. Something we'll have to look at. Thank you for that, sir.
Yeah, that's where Blowout Forums. Okay. I was looking at Cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry if the buffering's bad, guys. We've got Brian. We got him locked down over there. He's not allowed to move. So yeah, the Gaming God wants to know who's gonna break out this coming up week, Brian. And we've got a lot of good matchups this week. Which one is your favorite? You want me to?
I got a few.
Okay. What you got?
How can you not love the Packers? I think the Packers are going to kill it. Adams is destroying it, right?
Yeah. The Rodgers look great. He's definitely playing with that chip on his shoulder. He went out and balled. Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard definitely had a nice performance too. Marquez Valdez-Scantling had a nice performance. Yeah, it was a great offensive performance by Green Bay. What was nice is when they were up on Minnesota, 22-6 or something like that in the third. in the second half there. And instead of running the ball, he kept throwing it. Like they put the pedal down.
That's good. Yeah, he
And,
looked great. He was on point.
Yeah. And so Green Bay is playing
Lions.
Oh yeah, man. So I mean,
And
dude, if Mitchell,
Galladay's out.
Galladay's still out?
Yeah.
Okay.
As of now.
Well, the net's going to be, I mean, Hawkinson, which I've been on Hawkinson. I think Hawkinson's going to have a really good year altogether, but that's going to improve Hawkinson's stock even more. I'm starting him in fantasy and DraftKings, and definitely looking for his rookie card to continue to go up in that matchup. But on the Green Bay side, I don't see any reason why Green Bay would not just smash like Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, Rodgers, Alan Lazard, Marcus Valdes-Scantling.
Yeah, I like all those rookies this week.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the over-under, it's a 49-point over-under, and 94% of people, according to Vegas Insider, are smashing the over in that game. So that's a big opportunity there. I would go in on that game. And on the Detroit side, I think Adrian Peterson, man, he looked good. You know, I think
he looked great.
Yeah,
he looked great. He was running over people. It was good.
Yeah. Marvin Jones Jr. You can make a case for him. He's been around the league for a while, and without Kenny Galladay, he's going to be a primary wide receiver target. And then T.J. Hawkinson, I think, is a big touchdown target there.
Yeah, Hawkinson will probably get the most action as the Packers whoop their butts.
There you go. Hey,
excuse me.
If the Bears could beat them, I know it was a close game there. Brad was on the edge of his seat. Brad Nolan was on the edge of his seat there. But Trubisky came in clutch with that throw to Anthony Miller there. Whew. That was a close game.
Yeah, and I think the Bears are favored over the Giants on the road, aren't they?
The Bears are. Who are the Bears playing this weekend?
The Giants.
Yeah. Oh no, the Giants are playing at Chicago. 42 over under, but Chicago is favored by 5.5. And watch Pittsburgh. Yeah, I see Midnight McPhee. Here comes the Benny. Dude, I've been telling you guys, James Conner is fragile. And what happened? He got hurt, and he was on the field for like 2 series, and then he was hurt. So Benny Snell, hopefully you guys have been buying his rookie cards. I don't know if they've gone up much yet, but I like Benny Snell's prospect for the rest of the season. And,
I'm mad at Benny Snell. I'm mad at him.
Why are you mad at him?
Because he owes me an autograph. Him and Panini. And I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh yeah? What why do you say that? What happened?
I don't know. It's been over a year. It was a Contenders auto. It was a redemption.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't got any of those. I've seen pictures of them where it says, send this in, you get your.
Well, I started asking about it on like Sports Card Live and stuff. Those guys are pretty much huge veterans, and they laughed. They said, "Good luck. You'll probably never see it."
Yeah,
and the Ravens, Dobbins, Brown, Ingram, Andrews. The Ravens are going to kill it. They're going to score 60 points.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard to stop Lamar Jackson. What was interesting is that I think we could see Mark Ingram's stock go down from just the first game. They rolled out a lot of J.K. Dobbins, but I wouldn't write him off. I think that was just a game script scenario. I think that when it comes to more clutch scenarios, I think they're going to put Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram will be in there more. It'll be interesting to see. Like, we can't, predict the whole season off of 1 week, but we did see, just some things like that. Like in Cleveland, where Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, had about a 50-50 timeshare back there. And it looks like they're definitely going to use Kareem Hunt there in the passing game. So which was more which was kind of game script dependent as well because they were behind so much, So look for Nick Chubb to have a bounce back week this week. But yeah, the Baltimore, Brian, is man. Baltimore's playing Houston. Yeah, Houston their defense is bad. I mean, it looked like in that Thursday night opener, it looked like Kansas City wasn't even really having to play very hard. They really didn't have to make that good of a performance to win that game. Deshaun Watson looked kind of like he was, I don't know, man. I didn't see the passion or the fire there at all.
I didn't either, and it just wasn't there. It just wasn't there. I lost my train of thought.
I think you wanted to talk about New England at Seattle.
I did. That's my little sleeper. I like Seattle. I think they're playing great.
Yeah.
I think DK, other than that, the one drop last week that hit him right in the belly that he dropped. But other than that, was it like 4 catches, 94 yards, and 2 touchdowns?
Yeah. You're not gonna see Tyler Lockett drop those passes. Just saying.
No, and between the two of them, it's tough to beat. And Russell Wilson looks really good.
Really good. They let him throw the ball a lot too, which I'm excited about. Do you know he came out in that press conference before the season and said, yeah, we need to be more aggressive, and I think that Pete Carroll may be finally starting to loosen the reins on him. And if that happens, if this trend continues, guys, we're looking at Russell Wilson MVP this year. I honestly believe that.
Yeah, he was on the turf, though, a lot. When he got sacked like 3 or 4 times in the first half. At least 3. So they need to beef up that line or do something. They need to protect him more. I mean, but he's moving super well. I mean, he looks like a champion out there moving around. He looks really good. He's
great at taking hits too. He
is.
Oh, so let me go back to the comments here. Benny Snell's live, baby. Steve Elmers, yep. May start Daniel Jones over Tom Brady. I would, because Daniel Jones gives you that rushing upside. Who are the Giants. Sorry, guys. I wrote my notes down here, but I can't remember all the matchups. I'm trying. Oh, the Giants. Yeah, we already. They're playing Chicago. Yeah, I would be starting Daniel Jones there, for sure. Over Tom Brady, no. Man, that's tough because this is a perfect bounce back situation for Tom Brady. You're not going to have the rushing upside, but this is a perfect bounce back situation. Playing Carolina, bad defense at home. I think this is a perfect bounce back, get right scenario for Tom Brady this weekend. What do you think about that, Brian?
I think so, and everybody else thinks so. I hope he does. He should be doing great, but he is missing Godwin, right? Out.
Godwin?
Yep.
No, are you sure?
I thought I read something like that. What's Evans' status?
Oh, he'll play. Evans is always questionable.
Yeah, I saw something about Godwin.
What's up, Bryce? Man, you're really throwing some deep sleeper names out there. Jake Rudock.
Who the heck is that?
Godwin's questionable.
See, yeah.
Steve says he's 43 and small, in my opinion. Man, That's he's got to prove the critics wrong at this point. I mean, because everybody's coming in saying Tom Brady's washed up. I mean, you look at his accuracy ratings from last year, it wasn't that great. It was the bottom third of the league, and now he started out the game with a pick six, 2 interceptions with the pick six. I didn't see Godwin go into the concussion protocol. Thanks for sharing that with me, guys. I missed that.
Yeah.
Evans has got a leg injury.
Tom Brady's going to come back. He's going to buck up and make it happen.
Good.
Where? There it is.
Well, what do you think? So who's your team? The 49ers?
Niners. Yep.
Yeah. How do you feel about them right now?
I want to love Garoppolo, but I just can't. He's struggling, but we've got a lot of weapons. We just don't have, the Megatron or the that one big guy. I mean, we got Kittle, but he's out. I'm not sure what's going on with Debo. I guess he's back in, huh?
That Kittle injury, that was a bad pass by Garoppolo, wasn't it?
It was, and they laid him out on the news for that too. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we dropped like 5 points in the rankings. I mean, Pittsburgh went way up in the rankings. They went to like our spot at number 4, and we dropped to like number 8 for, to win it all. So I don't know. I hope we do good. We should have won last year.
Yeah. Wow, that was a tough game, man. You guys were going up against Patrick Mahomes.
I know.
Chiefs, Andy Reid, man. Whew, he's a good coach, too. Dialed up them defensive schemes, those blitzes, man. Jimmy G's not the most mobile guy.
No. We need a real franchise quarterback, We need Deshaun Watson to leave and come to San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm just answering a question. I would definitely get these 200-count storage boxes on Amazon. I think I put it in my one investor spotlight video, but these little boxes are really handy to send into StarStock. You just kind of put the cards; they fit really nicely in there. And then on the top, I just write, the StarStock address right on there with my name. So it's like it doesn't nothing. Everything goes in the same package.
Look what I found at the store today. I went to look for cards. I thought we might be able to open some cards, but I struck out at 2 Targets and a Walmart. But I did find this.
Nice. What are those? The big, like the pages that go in the binder?
No, it's a pack of 500 penny sleeves.
Oh.
For $6.99.
Nice, dude.
So I was stoked about that. Yeah.
Very nice.
And I was talking to the gal at Target. I was rapping with her, and she said, because Tuesday's normally the day that he stocks Target. So I go in, I go, where is he? She laughs and she talks with me a bit. She's like, all that product is in the back of Target. It's just sitting there. But then the rep comes in and then puts it on the shelves, but it's just sitting back there.
So FTD 34, what is up? My friend says, should I trade Josh Jacobs and Stephon Diggs for Devontae Adams and Marquise Brown? Oof. Man, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
What's the rest of your roster look like? Because the thing is, Josh Jacobs is a bell cow running back. He's going to definitely – I mean, the rate he's on, he's definitely top 10 running back. And you're looking at getting 15 to 20 points easy from Josh Jacobs every week. Nice.
It's one of those expensive rookies.
Stephon Diggs, I think you're going to see usage. But like I've said before, and the numbers speak for themselves, Josh Allen is not that very accurate He's not that accurate of a passer. He's a great rusher, and that's why when you see Josh Allen get in the red zone, he airmails balls over guys' heads, and he runs the ball in the end zone when they get in close, because that's what he does. That's what he's good at. And so, yeah, I see Stephon Diggs being like used heavily, especially in PPR formats. But Devontae Adams, you're looking at 20 to 30 points every week right there. Marquise Brown, he's going to go off this weekend. Marquise Brown's a must start this weekend. So that's a tough. It just depends on what your other running backs look like.
Yeah, that's a wash to me, really.
So, okay. Wow, man. I like Mixon and David Johnson. Now, I was a little concerned that Joe Burrow didn't check down and use Mixon much in the passing game this past weekend. But, I mean, Joey Bosa is fierce, man. He didn't get a whole lot of time. That was a tough matchup. You know, you saw Joe Burrow like almost – you saw that pitch play that he tried to do. That was almost like a butt fumble. Like hit like the back of a line. So, I mean, it was struggle. I mean, I get it. First game, NFL rookie, the whole 9 yards. The offense is on his shoulders, so it's not like Clyde Edwards-Helaire where it's a much more straightforward position. He's got Patrick Mahomes behind center. Just give him the ball in that offensive line, and he can make plays. Joe Burrow has to make the plays happen on his arm with his legs. We saw him get a touchdown, so it wasn't all bad.
Yeah, speaking of those guys, Burrows and I mean, and Hilaire, when are we going to get our rookies? Those are the Prism cards, you know? It's going to be forever. The season's going to be over when we finally get the good rookies.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, that's why the Prism draft picks and the Donruss and the Gold Standard and the Panini Black. And now the Mosaic, those are all, you know, high demand right now because they've got the 2020 rookies in their professional uniform.
Yeah. Has anybody gotten any Mosaic?
I have not. It's really expensive.
No.
I want to FTD. Your running back would be. I like David Johnson. David Johnson looked really good last Thursday. I think David Johnson looked the best out of any offensive player on Houston. So I feel very confident in his performance. And Mixon, I think, will bounce back. I think Mixon will be used more as Joe Burrow gets more comfortable in the NFL than new offense. Be interesting to see what happens tomorrow night at Cleveland. So yeah, I almost say if those are your two running backs, like it's a solid trade, but man, I can't give up Josh Jacobs. Like I feel like I cannot give up Josh Jacobs. I'd have to look at your bye weeks and your tight ends, and your quarterback and everything and see where the bye weeks would line up, because maybe I would do it if Jacobs and Diggs line up with the bye weeks of Johnson and Mixon, and maybe Devontae Adams, Marquise Brown, give you a little bit better balanced team, because those are certainly alphas on their team. So, hey, man, if you're feeling dangerous, then take it. I mean, solid trade right there. Solid trade.
Yeah, and check out the injury report on the Browns. There were so many I didn't even write them down. It was like a paragraph long.
Jeez.
There was a ton of injuries. I'm not sure if it's their O-line or what, but there was a lot of injuries.
So Brian, bringing it back to cards, how do you see us card investors avoiding getting burned right now in the current market?
Personally, I think with the plummet of base Prism and the NBA, I think get rid of all your base, get rid of all your and go for silvers and go for hollows and go for numbered cards, and then stick to Prism, stick to Optic, stick to Chrome, stick to Topps. Yeah, I mean, well, I guess Topps isn't doing it right now, but yeah, I mean, you got to stick to Panini, Prism, and Optic. and go rare.
And go rare.
Go rare. And
That's
take
it. So
advantage of people. Yeah, not take advantage of people, but take advantage of people paying $50 for a DK Metcalf Prism base.
So take the profits from your base and reinvest that into a rarer parallel of those premium sets like Prism and Optic and stuff.
Yeah, like a DeAndre Hopkins 10. There's literally like 65 of those. That's it.
Yeah, because you go back to his rookie year was 2015, right? 2015 or 2013?
13, I think. 13.
2013. So are you talking about Prism?
Yeah.
Prism?
Yeah. And
yeah.
As far as I know, 2013 is the lowest print run of Prism NFL too.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but only like 65 PSA 10s. So
Very
go rare and go flagship.
Panini Prism, Optic.
Yeah.
David Hunter's got a question for you here on that topic. David says, any undervalued sets, example, Prestige, etc., that you actually like the most and think they deserve a shout out?
Who? I don't know. That's a tough. You know what? I like Donruss. Donruss is nice. They put out some cool. I'm moving. I mean, these aren't valuable cards, but you know, these things have great shine. And
that's a 2020, isn't it?
19. That's a Pollard.
Oh, 2019.
Yeah. And I like the Prestige. I think the Prestige looks nice.
Prestige.
But if you're gonna buy it, you're gonna hold it and look at it. I mean, you can always sell like Patrick Mahomes. You can always, but they're just not going to command any money.
You know, one set we didn't mention that I think holds really great value along with Prism and Optic is Select. I really like Select.
Yeah.
That's a nice card.
Yeah, well, you got to watch out for those Select dimples, huh?
Select dimples? What's a Select dimple?
I think in your last video you were looking like, you're like, oh, this has a blemish on there. And
yeah.
It looked like there was 3 more in the top right of the card. But yeah, they get those little dimple marks in them, like almost like somebody hit it with a ballpoint pen, you know?
Huh.
So you got to look out for those. But I like Select. I think Select looks nice. And the field levels are beautiful. The field level silvers and stuff are gorgeous. Nice looking cards.
Yeah, that's a nice card. Very nice card. Select. Yeah, I think that's a good point. There, I'm going to get to Trey. What's up, Trey? I'm going to get you a question in just a second, brother. Just on that topic, yeah, I think you make a great point, Brian, is that if we want to prevent getting burned, we really have to stick to the sets and the cards that are highly demanded, like that you can liquidate pretty easily. And like you said, going for rare parallels of those cards. So silvers, autographs, I think from what I've seen also hold really good value in the marketplace. And a lot of autographs come in that silver variation. They're numbered. They have the jersey patch in there. So like my favorite besides the main ones that we mentioned, like Prism and Optic and Select, would be Origins. I really like the Origins that have the jersey patch in there with the autograph. And then, of course, you have Contenders and National Treasures, which Contenders, you know, those aren't bad.
And there's Encased and Flawless as well. National Treasures is good. National Treasures is good. That's you can't go wrong with National Treasures. But you might not be able to make your house payment either.
Well, that's why I stick to the Star Stock parameters. So like Star Stock, I feel like they have a really good head on their shoulders of understanding the demand for the market. So they accept those brands if they're autographed. But if they're not autographed, they don't accept. They really want the Prisms, the Optic, the Donruss, Select, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I love Star Stock. Star Stock is fun, you know. And it's been working out great for me. It's been working out great for me. I love it. They need more cards. They need more people. If
I'm
I'm
getting
doing
ready to send them some. I'm getting ready to send them some more.
good. I mean, but if I was doing the math, say, you know, if I have like 500 cards on there and there's 156,000 cards on there or whatever, that's only like 300 people trading on there for the most part, which isn't a lot. I mean, it's obviously bigger than that number, but I mean, how many cards do you have on there?
Now I probably have like 75 left from
Okay.
an original 250, almost 300. So, yeah.
That's something that Ziggy No was talking about, Mike. He was saying that, and I noticed it, the Star Stock A's are disappearing from there. People are pulling them.
Yeah.
They're having them sent home. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think they do a good job of grading, and I think that they could probably. Yeah, you're sorry, the comment kind of blocked you out, Brian.
Oh, it's okay.
Trey says, "Evening, gents. Full PPR. Melvin Gordon against a stacked defense, or James White failing at being the next CMC. Also, Wentz or Big Ben. I'm gonna go with Big Ben. I'm gonna start with the last. What about you, Brian? Yeah, Big Ben all day there.
He's got a chip on his shoulder and he's playing good. He was on point.
Juju, great night. Deontay Johnson, great. Benny Snell, like
Juju's hurt, I think. I think Juju's out though this week, but
Jesus, what are these guys?
I know I read something. I don't know if he's out, but something was up with them. But
Okay,
Big Ben looks good. He just needs to shade that tarantula thing off his face, whatever that was.
Melvin Gordon against a stacked defense, James White failing at being the next CMC. Yeah, I mean James White is never going to be CMC. Although James White, you know, he's got really good hands. Like he's never fumbled the ball. He's got really good ball handling, but he's just not. He's not explosive enough. He's not big enough. He's not. I don't think he's strong enough to be a CMC. Doesn't quite have that in his wheelhouse. I like. You know, I think Philip Lindsay got hurt as well. And,
yeah, he's got turf toe.
Yeah, Philip Lindsay got hurt, and Denver. Dude, you know, it's a 41.5 over-under in that game, and 90% of Vegas is smashing the over, which makes sense. Pittsburgh's favored to win by 5. Yeah, I'm not playing Melvin. If you have Melvin Gordon or James White, I would actually go James White. I'm actually going to go James White in that scenario.
I say flip a coin.
Yeah. Definitely playing Big Ben, though, over that.
Yeah, he looks really good. Hey, I found that list of cards that's coming out. You want to hear what's coming out?
Sure.
So on the September 25th is Absolute.
Okay.
Also on the 25th is National Treasures Collegiate Football. And then on the 30th, we got Origins. And then Zenith is in there. And then October, we got Flawless Collegiate, Spectra, XR, Impeccable, Illusions, and Phoenix. Whew.
Wow.
Bunch of junk.
Yeah. I didn't hear Optic anywhere in there.
No.
I didn't hear Select anywhere in there.
I heard the word college at least twice. But I'll get some. I think there's actually going to be product on the shelves now. There is a lot of stuff hitting the market.
So Buffalo Bill, which welcome. I don't think I've seen that. I like that. Bills. My wife's family is from Buffalo area, so their whole family's big Bills fans. So I've always rooted for the Bills. So I've got definitely got my fair share of Bills stock. He sent his first submission to ComC. Any advice for a first timer? What do you got, Brian?
Patience. Just be patient.
Yeah, I say to piggyback on the patience comment that Brian just made is that, put one card out at a time. If you have 10 of the identical card, don't list all 10 of them at once. List one at what you think a fair market price is and see how the market reacts. And then if somebody buys it, then list the next one a little bit higher and control the supply and demand and wait and see how the market reacts to your one card instead of trying to, because ComC is not, and neither is StarStock, the platform to list a lot of cards. You could, if you want to do that, I would go to eBay or Beckett Marketplace. But if you're going to ComC or StarStock, trickle your cards out, control that supply, and see how the market reacts to your cards.
Definitely. Yeah, and start slow on the site, and play around with it a little bit, get the feel of it, and you'll be a pro in no time.
Brad said he grabbed some National Treasure rookie patch, quad, and duo patches, non-autos to try and see if I can profit off them. Super cheap, $3 to $5, all numbered out of 49. Nice. I didn't see any names in there, but those prices, I mean, this is a great strategy. This is kind of the strategy that I've been doing lately, is looking for stuff like this that are autoed and got the RPA stuff that are, decent players in the NFL that are just so low. There's such little downsides, even if, that player is not going to go down. That card value is really not going to go down anymore. The worst case scenario.
And I saw that the National Treasures Bosa to 97 RPA went for $185, which I would love to have that card.
Nice.
I mean, I guess that's their Grail card, right? The RPA to number or RPA to 99.
Yeah. And see, this is another way how guys getting into the market now, whether it's especially football. I mean, especially football right now when we have prices that are elevated because the first week has just kicked off and the demand is at pretty much a peak here with football cards. Buying a running back rookie card for $100, $50 to $100 raw, or even a PSA 9 in some scenarios. I just don't think it's a smart move when those cards were at 2 months ago trading for $20, $10 to $20.
And who takes the most hits on the field, Andy?
Running backs.
Running backs take the most hits. Man, it's just the injury risk is so high.
Yeah, injury risk is high, although it's not career ending, but they miss games from time to time. They never, a lot of them don't get that full season to really insert their dominance,
Yeah, you miss 2 to 4 games and there goes your 1,000-yard season, I mean, it makes it rough.
Yeah. That's why what Derrick Henry did last year was so impressive. I know he didn't have the greatest start, but Denver plays that slow down style defense, and I thought Ryan Tannehill was erratic as well. And that game being so late Monday night and the altitude and everything, I'm not really, I was like half awake, half asleep watching that game, to be honest with you guys. So I'm not going to really draw too many conclusions about Derrick Henry's season off of that one game.
No, and I've got him for fantasy. He needs to pick it up.
I think he will. Absolutely. I think he will. You know what? We saw Corey Davis have a good night, and Corey Davis was a stud coming out of college, incredible athlete, and he's kind of been just completely ghost quiet the last couple years, and now it's like, is this finally going to be the year for Corey Davis? But, of course, they have A.J. Brown, who's a beast, Jonnu Smith, a beast, Derrick Henry's a beast. They've got all the weapons in the world. Ryan Tannehill needs to settle in a little bit there.
Yeah, I thought Henry looked pretty good. I mean, he was bouncing. He was waiting for the holes, but they just kind of weren't opening up for him. he got run out to the edge a lot, and I don't know. I don't think the line had a great night, but I like Henry. I think he's a beast, and he stays injury free. So
Steve Elmore says he has 2 Lamar RPAs out of 10. Wow, he's got 5 Russell Wilson RPAs out of 75 and 15.
National
Wow,
treasures.
incredible.
National treasures. Wow.
I think so, because that's what Brad was talking about. Oh, I think he's saying select, maybe. Yeah, especially the parallels field level. Yeah, he's saying select.
Okay.
But
Still, those are monsters.
Yeah, man, monsters. And I think that you're looking one of those guys, if not Patrick Mahomes, is one of these 3. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, MVP this year. I hope it's Russell Wilson, just because the other 2 guys have already got an MVP, and Russell Wilson should have got an MVP if it weren't for Pete Carroll. So let's see. Let's see where the season takes him. But if they continue this trend, like I think in years past, I've really started to see a good trend for the whole season. After 3 to 4 games, you can really start to get an idea of who to target, or who's gonna have a really high likelihood of getting that MVP and going to the playoffs and that kind of stuff.
Hey, Andy, is there a team that you like to win like the next 4 or 5 games in a row?
The next 4 or 5 games in a row, besides like Kansas City, Baltimore, Seattle.
Yeah. Besides the big 3.
I think the Rams. Like, you look at this matchup this week, and the Rams at Philadelphia, and the Rams looked really good, man. Sunday night, playing Dallas, man, they've got a lot of fire, dude. And I think Sean McVay brings a lot of that fire to the team. Man, his play calling is so good. I was so happy to see Robert Woods explode in that game. Wasn't happy about Cam Akers' performance, Malcolm Brown, but I think the Rams as a whole, their defense looks solid. I know that was a primetime slot, maybe first week game of the year for Dak and the Cowboys. Zeke looked really good. Ezekiel Elliott looked really good. Say that.
He's a professional. Ezekiel Elliott is a professional. He is so good at his job. And man, Dak Prescott, $1,300 for the Prism right now.
Wow.
In a PSA 10. I think that's silver though, but
wait, all of his Prism.
He's 17. Yeah.
Cards, 2017. All Prism rookie cards were made in silver. I learned that.
Everything. Yeah, that's a good thing to know. A really good thing to know.
So I like the Rams' chances of winning the next 4 or 5 games. Off to a hot start. Buffalo as well. Buffalo, definitely.
Arizona?
Arizona. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup to watch, because Washington, man, they looked really good in week 1. Man, I know the guys are going to mess with me here, but there was a guy in our fantasy league that was like, hey, if you want a sleeper defense, pick up Washington. And Brad was all getting in my head, messing with me, and I ended up moving off of. I originally had the Bears defense, and then I had the Lions. And then I moved to Washington's, and then I ended up picking up the Tennessee's defense, which didn't do too bad, but I should have stayed with Washington's defense because they had 8 sacks in that game. Their D line is ferocious. And we're going to see if that continues against Arizona. The one thing I will say about Arizona is that, man, DeAndre Hopkins, still elite. No, I'm not. I'm done. Brad got me in week 1, totally mine at big time. And I'm going to do my own thing from here on out. It's like that week 1. It's like I just overanalyzed the crap out of that. I mean, I overanalyzed it so bad. I should have been doing something else with my time before kickoff instead of messing with my fantasy lineup, because that's like I should have just stuck with the defense I had.
You were making trades and doing all kinds of stuff.
Oh, dude, I went to like 3 or 4 different defenses for the game time.
Yeah, I think Arizona, they might be able to pull off 4 or 5 in a row. That'll be good for the rookies on that team. It'll be there'll be a lot of hype.
I haven't looked at their schedule for the coming weeks. I know they're playing Washington, but they're playing at home this weekend. I think they could definitely get that.
Yeah, I thought their schedule looked pretty decent for them, other than they got to play Dallas once in those games. But that's
going to be an incredible matchup.
Dojo kicked my butt this week.
What do you think about the Raiders? What do you think about the Las Vegas Raiders, man?
I like them for some reason. I hope they do well. For some reason, I like Jacobs. I like the way they play. I like Gruden. You know, he's just classic. Depends on what Carr can do, and if they can get some of those receivers going. Who they got?
Well, Henry
Ruggs, yeah.
He looked good in the debut, but then I think he got hurt as well up there at the end, man. Yeah. So I have to really dig into the injury report tomorrow. And I mean, the thing is, we get so many guys that are questionable throughout the week. Like Mike Evans is a prime example. I mean, I can't tell you how many weeks Mike Evans was questionable last year, the year before, and every Sunday he plays, and I see him like, this guy doesn't look hurt at all. But you know, hey, some teams I think are more stringent about reporting even the slightest injuries than other ones are, and they automatically go to questionable status. You know,
it's a good tactic. It's a good tactic, and it actually makes it a lot more fun for us, I guess. Really, right? Makes us stress out and change our defenses 3 times.
Dave, you made a good point there, because that's one thing that I think I'm starting to notice. And because I didn't follow basketball, I didn't see any of this whenever the game started picking up for basketball. But what I'm starting to notice is that my football card sales peaked and like spiked right before the game, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even some on Sunday. I probably only had like 4 or 5 sales on Sunday, but it's been really quiet now. Monday, Tuesday, now it's Wednesday. I think I only sold 1 card today, right? Boo-hoo. But I think I'm going to see it pick up again here when we get to the weekend. And I think we saw that with going all the way back to like the Last Dance, and then when basketball started, now when football started. I think it's almost like that gambler mentality of, we have to have something to distract ourselves with. So when you get done talking about the game and predicting who's going to do this and that, how can you parlay that into something bigger and better? You set your fantasy lineups, you set your DraftKings lineups, you put your money on with the bookie on the over/under or the money line. Now it's like, how can I parlay that into the players? Yeah, you go out and you get your you go online now. You don't go out anywhere necessarily unless you want to, right? You go online, click a few buttons. Now you've got a rookie card of your favorite player that's going to break out this week. But I think we're going to see, as the end of the week before the game start, that's when sales are their best and prices are their best as well. Just something that I'm observing. What do you think about that, Brian?
Well, I think we all need to go to our local watering holes with cheap rookie cards and hand them out to all the boys and girls sitting in the restaurant watching the game, right? Go to Buffalo Wild Wings and go, who's your favorite team? And start throwing them out there.
That's an interesting idea, just to get more visibility and get more fans into the market.
Yeah, I was hearing stuff that Giannis is collecting cards, and some other NBA guys, and they're showcasing their cards. Did you see that thing where on TNT where Shaq and Kenny and Charles Barkley were on doing their halftime show, and they had cards on the table, and they were showing them off. I can't remember who they were, but they were showing off their cards on national television. I thought that was cool.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's really cool, Brian, because I think that you look at the basketball card market, how it's dipped so much. But if you had guys like Giannis and Ja and all those other guys, Luca, that were promoting their own cards, like, man, that would be good for the market, be good for the hobby. Even in the off season, people are going to want to pursue those cards if they see their favorite player also promoting their cards.
Oh man, the Giannis drop was huge. It went from like 3,800 to what did it go to? Oh, I had it written down. I know it went from like 3,800 to 1,800 or something like that.
Why are you doing that?
There was like 30 people that lost their butts on those cards. I was counting it as I was watching a Market Movers thing. And I mean, these people must have lost anywhere from $1,500 to $500 each. Those cards are going to disappear.
I'm going to pull up the week 1 matchups. League medium 127 standings. Yeah, I made some pickups. Yeah, you see there. See, I went from the Bears, Detroit, Washington to Tennessee. I wanted to see, how do I see it on this matchup? Scores. Here we go. Scores, game day, leaders, week 1. So David Hunter's team, you have Russell Wilson, most fantasy point. We know he smashed. Josh Jacobs, though, like right behind that for a running back, incredible. Why is that like that? Yeah, Darius Slayton's an interesting pickup on the Giants there, and Robbie Anderson in Carolina. That does make it interesting. One thing I observed about Carolina is that Teddy Bridgewater did not check down or use Christian McCaffrey much in the passing game. And that's, I mean, I'm not really concerned. I'm about as concerned about him as I am Nick Chubb, but just an observation. And also, if you have DJ Moore, then you may be a little bit concerned because Robbie Anderson, Curtis Samuel were also used more. Teddy Bridgewater's, he's a more intelligent passer than Kyle Allen was last year. And before that, your boy Cam Newton didn't really, he had a few years that were just really down. So I was trying to pull up last week's games, but I haven't used that sleeper website a whole lot. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop over. So what's, Ryan, what is your favorite modern card that you have or card that you own?
Favorite modern card?
Yeah.
Right now, my favorite modern card is not shiny. It's the 2020 Series 1 baseball, Topps baseball, number 350 polar bear card. It's the Pete Alonso card, but it's the SSSP. It's a picture of a polar bear. It's actually at PSA right now. It's a picture of a polar bear, and they haven't released how many there are. As far as I know, I've only seen 4 others. on eBay. So I think there's 10 or less. So that was pretty cool. And you know what? That was when I first got back into cards, dude. I go out and I buy a couple blaster boxes and I pull the SSSP. How? Oh, hello, I'm hooked. All right. You pull like the hardest card out of the whole set for like your first go back at it. I was hooked.
Yeah,
Well,
that's awesome.
give me more cards. Give me more cards. But my favorite is for sure Prism. Prism is gorgeous. And in my opinion, what makes it gorgeous is that all of that etching is just so gorgeous on the players. Oh, let me get one that's, let's see. Here we go. Here's a Devin Coleman, but the etching, where is it? Like Optic just traces the player, but Prism puts it on the jersey and on the helmet.
That's a nice card, man.
Yeah. I look at that. I just think it's gorgeous. I think it's so pretty. I'm not sure if I like the way they frame the cards, but I love the etching. The etching is beautiful. I could look at it all day.
so Brian, I asked this question to Brad DeCommerman from the Comeback Card Investor a few weeks ago, but I want to ask you, if you were named the CEO of Panini tomorrow, what would be the first thing that you change about the company?
The first thing I would change is I would make the product available to everyone online at a reasonable cost. Not $700 a box, not $200 a box, Andy, but just a reasonable price, and let everybody have a chance at it. You can only buy one, and obviously they got to work out the thing with the robot thing, but that's what I would change, because right now we're not going to get quality cards for cheap anymore.
Yeah, when they first come out.
Yeah, I mean they're jacking the price. What did National Treasures basketball started at? What, 14,000 a box?
Have you heard of? I'm not too familiar with that, but it sounds super expensive because that's way out of my budget range, anyways. So
that's where the Dutch auction or Dutch oven, as Ziggy calls it, started. They didn't sell them at that, but that's where it started.
Have you heard of this Grademaster centering tool?
Yeah, I've got it on my phone. It's weird. I've heard some people say that they love it and they really enjoy it. The one I use is called Dead Center. I don't like it. What's that one called?
There's a video that from Mass Collector here that sports card investing using the Grademaster centering tool before he submits his cards to the PSA. I'm just curious if anybody has used this. I'd never heard of this Grademaster centering tool before, and I found it quite interesting that there was something like that, and I wasn't sure how efficient. And I haven't watched any of these videos on it yet, so this is actually the first I'm hearing of it. I'm interested. So I was curious if you've heard of this, Brian.
Well, I haven't heard of that one, but I had this Dead Center one on my phone for a while, and I tried using it, and it was hard to read. And I didn't like it, so I stopped using it. But I will definitely, if that's free, I'll download it and give it a shot.
I have no clue. I have no clue if it is free. Grademaster card grading centering tool. Is it? Here's blowoutcards.com. Okay, so it is like a template that you would buy and put your card in it, and wow.
I actually have seen that. Well, yeah, you just take a screenshot and print it out yourself.
Yeah, right.
Hey, there's some lubobs. I got me some lubob.
This guy,
Oh yeah, I got a lot of lubob.
a lot of Bob.
Yep, I know we're talking football, but my prediction is Dodgers and White Sox.
Grade Master centering tool. I'll have to do $16. Oof, it costs $16. Was cute.
Do you use a market mover tool of any sort? Card ladder,
Yeah.
yada yada.
Yeah. I have access to market movers.
Oh, nice. Do you like it?
I know, not really.
Really?
Because I don't invest in a whole lot of graded cards. So for me, it's not really applicable. And when I've gone on there and I've done searches for raw cards, there's so much that's not in their system, especially pertaining to football, that like, and because my economy is not on eBay, like if I want eBay, I could just go to eBay sales history or PWCC market price research and get eBay sales history for free. And my economy is on StarStock. So
me too. Yeah.
I'm concerned with what's selling on StarStock, so like, and the StarStock graphic user interface to show you the sales history works really well. So that's what I'm referencing now. Like whenever I'm looking at what I should price a card at or what I should invest at, because investing, I'm going to Beckett first. And then if I don't find what I need there, then I'll go to eBay.
Speaking of StarStock, we never got to and your balance on there. What are you going to do with that balance, buddy?
I'm going to cash it out. I'm going to cash it out and figure out how to reinvest it. Cool. I've been doing a little, like I've got a couple packages. I'm still finding guys that I consider sleepers, offensive sleepers, or just lesser known players that maybe are on smaller market teams. Like Corey Davis is a good example. Corey Davis is a good example that somebody could capitalize on right now. I'm sure he's got some underpriced rookie cards out there. What is up, Carter Bryant in the house?
Ooh, Carter.
What's going on, man? I caught his live stream earlier on there for a minute. He was on his Power Hour LSU, and he was looking fresh, man. Looked like he got a haircut. Looked like he cleaned up. I say, okay, all right. He cleans up for his own live stream. He comes on my channel, he's got the.
Carter's got great energy, man. He's fun to watch. He's got great energy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Great energy. He is funny.
Not so sure about. Go ahead.
I was gonna just say I don't know if I sent you the tracking yet, but I did send a TJ Watt. It's on its way to your house. Prism rookie cards, all the way from Canada. I bought it from some guy in Canada because he had it listed for $14.99.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know about those college cards though, Carter. They're good to look at.
He said, Carter said he just won a DJ Chark PSA 10 auto for $107. Did he overpay? PSA 10 autographed?
It's a nice card.
What do you think, Brian?
Well, who makes the card?
It's Prism. Oh, wait, he didn't say. Yeah, he didn't say it was Prism. What's the set? It better be Prism.
It's a great card. I mean, I guess you'll find out in about 3
Prism.
years. Huh?
There you go. Prism rookie, NFL, green auto.
You going to flip it or hold it?
DJ Chark, I think, is one of his favorite players. So
I would hold Chark. Yeah.
NFL. But that's the thing. Like Chris Godwin, like I want to hold my Chris Godwins, but if somebody wants to offer me $100 for, then it's like, all right, I guess you can have it.
Remember to always keep one. Keep the best one for yourself.
Okay. All right, Brian.
Always put that one away for it, for a rainy day.
You're right. I definitely am going to keep at least one.
And you don't have any aspirations to own a Grail card like Godwin's RPA to 99?
I do have a Godwin autograph, but it's I forget what the set is. I do have a Godwin autograph card that's numbered to 49 actually.
Nice.
Let me see if I can show it. You know, this is good actually because I do want to check something real quick while we're on here. I haven't looked at my ComC in a while. And someone made me an offer today on a Will Fuller autograph card. Someone made me an offer. So I sold an Alvin Kamara for $760. That's base press proof blue. Melvin Gordon rookie. Here, I'll show you my. Someone sent me an offer. CoStar Cards sent me an offer for a Robert Woods. And what did I tell you guys? He wants to buy it for $34. I paid $5 for this card.
Nice. Nice.
Whoops. Robert Woods blast off. Yeah, I paid $5. Prism rookie card. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm on here and you see these guys, you know they're going to break out. It's just a matter of time. Like, Robert Woods is just a professional wide receiver, like alpha, you know? $5, I was like, can't say no to that. So now, see, I have two. Yeah, I have two. So I have the two. He's got one at 60. Now he wants mine at 35. I'm just going to wait on his offer. Like, I'm not going to accept it because I think he will come back with, you know what? I give him a little bit of a discount, 34. I'll counter offer him at 36.50. What do you think, Brian?
Perfect. Or just take the 34.
I only paid $5 for it.
I know, right?
But I was going to show you guys is that that Chris Godwin rookie card. It's all the way down here at the bottom.
Yeah. What do you think of Devin Funchness or whatever the heck his name is?
Oh, yeah, I don't have any stock in Devin Funches.
Nah, I just got like a score. I got the touchdown card. It's got his autograph, 5 of 6 or something. But I know it's a crap card.
Yeah, he's so this is a Panini preferred that I have. This card right here.
Nice.
Out of 49, autographed.
On card.
On card. Yep. I bought this for $14.50.
What a deal.
Yeah, I felt like it was, that rare and an autograph. Yeah, that was one of the first cards I bought. And this Mike Evans was the other card that I bought, numbered out of 49 as well.
Nice.
Next generations. And then I got into the basketball rabbit hole and a lot of cards that I still have. And I was like kind of bouncing back and forth. Like, what am I doing? I'm surprised I haven't sold this Nikita Kucherov or this Braden Point yet because I know that the Lightning are doing good.
Yeah, they are. Brad's happy. Looks like they're going to win a cup.
Nice. I'm all about it, man. Home team.
Hey, so you like profit, right? So you'll take 2x on your Godwin auto. I'll give you $28.
No, I don't even have it listed for sale. But if I did, I would list it for like $150 or something. I don't know. I guess everybody's got their price, right? I mean, you just.
I think he's your player, man. You got to hold on to that one.
What's up, BC? Look, BC got on it as well. Did CoStar Cards? Yeah, CoStar bought his for 30. Well, he's trying to get mine for 35, and I just countered him at 36.50. BC.
Huh. It's really amazing what the position players are doing for the first time ever in football. It's crazy.
Yeah, Jackson, I am working on a new sheet. I've got to get back on my game, man. It's been I've had a lot of adjustments here in the personal life with the family and stuff. With my daughter starting kindergarten, and it's kind of, and with all the fantasy leagues and getting adjusted to the football season, it's been wide open every day, brother. Between that and my day job, it's been wide open. So I'm getting there. It's getting there. But I take a lot of pride in the products that I put out, and so it's coming. It's coming. You guys will be the first to know. Coming very soon, by the way. Coming very soon, by the way.
I like to collect these though.
What is that?
The Prism Gold lasers. Got Wentz.
Nice.
And the Patty that we already saw.
I've got a Darius Geis Prism Gold laser that I got.
Here's a Julio Jones.
I'm curious to see.
I like the lasers.
Let's see something. While you're looking at that, so he says a good card to invest in for the rest of the season, like a long-term hold. You know, I'm curious to see what Russell Wilson's Topps Chrome is at right now.
I think it's around 90. Star Stock A is around 90 because I have one.
That's it?
Is it more? No.
It was 2012. So
it.
you get the bonus of him, you know, being the first Prism, but 2012 Topps Chrome is really what I'm looking at. Okay, so they're on ComC. They're at 147.
Yeah, and it's Topps. Topps on Star Stock is 90, going for 90.
Wow, this is incredible. Like, I have some of these Topps Magics that I bought early on from Beckett for really cheap, Russell Wilson, and they're now going for $22.
Nice.
That's incredible. Raw 14, 811 so on 811 one sold for $15. See, Star Stock won't accept something like that, but I mean, at this low, it really hasn't jumped up, but it's just a base paper card. But Russell Wilson, I mean, he's a good investment for the rest of the season. Certainly, they're going to make the playoffs. I mean, I would be shocked if they didn't.
I'm looking at Star Stock right now, Andy. And on July 10th, you could have bought a Prism PSA 10 Russell Wilson for $580. The last sale was $2,500.
Wow.
That's huge jump. The last two sales were $2,000 and $2,500. And you could have bought it for $800. Wow.
Let me see something real quick, guys. Let me go to my Google Sheets and pull up my original sheets. And, whoops, you guys aren't seeing that anymore. Give me 1 second.
A good card to invest for the rest of the season. Russell Wilson.
Yeah, but I think even more so, I think that maybe they're looking for something at a little bit better price point.
Yeah. What do you guys? I think Drew Lock looks really good. I think he looks big and strong. I mean, he's got to clean it up a little bit, but just as a physical talent, he looks good to me.
From 2014, I saw someone, Buffalo Bill mentioned 2014. Just guys that I've targeted from 2014. I think all of these guys are still relevant right here. Allen Robinson, Brandon Cooks. Okay, I get it. If it's cheap enough, then yeah. But not out of all these guys. one of my least favorite. I would go Devontae Adams, number 1, of course. I'm still going to say Odell Beckham. I think that for whatever reason, Baker Mayfield cannot build some damn chemistry with Odell Beckham, and he always seems to overthrow him, dude. I don't know what it is, but, dude, like Jarvis Landry, every time he throws the ball to Jarvis Landry, it's like a completed pass. So he throws it to Odell Beckham, he freaking airmails it. I don't get it. Sammy Watkins, that's a guy that's got to be overpriced right now. I just got in a nice little haul of Sammy Watkins, too. Here's another guy. That's not 2014, but look for your Sammy Watkins. If you have Topps Chrome, Prism, I'd be trying to sell those right now because Sammy's that guy that always has like a good start to the year, but never really seems to finish strong, always gets hurt. So Sammy Watkins, though, sell. Mike Evans, yeah, he'll have a good rest of his year. And those are just like the main 2014. Of course, A-Rob there at the top. He's an alpha. Those are some guys to look at from the wide receiver pool. Let me see who's on the running back.
And I personally would pick silver so your base doesn't crash possibly at the end of the season here.
Yeah, I was going to say David Johnson. Yeah, I get you in that. I don't feel so concerned about Prism base, though. If it's like an A quality, you know.
Well, all the NBA cards dipped huge. I mean, and all the cards are going to dip, and they're going to come back too. But the question is, how far will they come back?
Yeah, so depending on what, if you have Sammy Watkins from 2014, sell that now. Brandon Cooks, sell that now. Some of those other guys, though, I mean, you're fine holding on to. I sent 16 Sammy Watkins Prism Starstack that I got for $20, and only 2 were Starstack A, but I'll double my money with those 2. Nice, Sam. Yeah, I feel you, brother. I had the same thing happen to me as well. I can't remember which player it was now, but there was one player I got a bunch of B's on, but the couple A's that I did get made my return plus, you know. Let me see.
Those star stock B's, they hurt though.
They really hurt the value of that car, don't they?
Big time.
Let's see. 2014 quarterbacks, Derek Carr and Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, I would be selling Teddy Bridgewater now. His card value has gone up quite a bit in the last month or two. And Derek Carr, I think you can hold on to that, honestly, because I think I bought my Prism Derek Carrs at like around 10-ish, 5 to 10-ish on Beckett, and I bought some on ComC as well. And they're now at like 30, but I still think that it's got some room to go. Vegas looks pretty good, man.
I think they looked good too. I like Josh Jacobs. I like the way he runs.
Well, guys, Brian, we are at an hour and a half, and this has been a blast, man. Odell Beckham, a good guy to buy right now, David. Yeah, I'm wondering if we see a dip in Odell Beckham's prices right now. If we do, I think it is a good time to buy.
What's he at? Like the $55 or so?
On StarStock?
Yeah.
Let's see.
There we go.
After this, we'll wrap it up after this.
Yep.
Let's see. Activity. Odell Beckham.
$40.
Oh, yeah, I guess it helps. $40.
Yeah.
Man, but what can we find? Like, yeah, Star Stock A. You can see how big of that impact from an A to a B.
I mean, what do you think the ceiling on that card can only be like $65, right? That's the ceiling.
It's the same card as Devontae Adams right now.
Yeah.
I've got listed for 50 raw Star Stock A, and it's gonna sell soon. I bet you it sells before Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's still a little meat on Odell Beckham.
A little bit, but Baker Mayfield's got to get him the damn ball.
Man, he took some crap in the media, didn't he? They were just dogging him. He took it well.
He can never seem to hit Odell whenever he throws it to him. He's got to bounce back, man. He's got to bounce back. Or either that, and that's why I've been investing so heavily in Jarvis Landry, because I mean, is it like we're just coming to terms to accept the fact that Jarvis Landry's the number one wide receiver in Cleveland, not Odell? I mean, really, that's what it's coming down to.
Well, he's a great athlete.
Yeah, I think you do got – actually, that's not a bad price point there on Star Stock for what I'm looking at on eBay. 2 days left. You should keep your eye on that one right there. A lot of 5. Oops. I don't know if I remember my password for this. Right. Yeah, 49, 50. Buy it now, and we were on Star Stock, and they had it for 40.
Yep.
There's a PSA 9 for 100. It's not bad, actually. That Star Stock price of 40 is probably the lowest you're going to see it.
Yeah, and you know it's a decent card.
It is and like you said, that 2013, and the 2014 Prism were pretty low print.
Yes. Yeah.
And if he goes off 1 week, yeah.
Rarity. That's what makes him worth the money.
So Brian, leave us with some parting wisdom here. Where can we find you? What you got going on? Are you starting a YouTube channel? What's the future hold for us, Brian?
I don't know. I was thinking about doing a YouTube channel, but we'll see. As for me, I'm just trying to turn my crap into gold. Trying to turn all these football cards into a Michael Jordan PMG green. But I'm really excited. It's been so fun, man. This whole boom with the cards has just been amazing. And to be able to get in and not pay top dollar for the cards has been super fun. The profits have been great. Meeting all the people with this has been really fun too.
Yeah. So when the national show comes next year, you're gonna try and go to it?
You betcha.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You?
Yeah, I would love to.
I've never been to one. I've never even been to a car show. So.
Really?
Never. I'm excited to go. It'd be great. Well, they don't have them here on the West Coast, man. We don't get the national in California. Where's Chicago? Is that it? I think. Is the one in the middle? Yeah. And then That's the next one, right? Next year's is Chicago, supposedly.
Chicago, yep.
I'll be there.
Sad Kings. Carter said he loves your backdrop, Brian. Got the Sacramento Kings National, so much fun. Yeah. I was just looking at you guys that the Prism, the 2020 Prism, one day ago. This article on Beckett was just released one day ago. So it looks like maybe we have, and that's what I was reading there. Jackson, Gaming God, said this is what the Prism's going to look like. This is a veteran.
Ooh.
Yeah, it does kind of look ugly. I don't know. You like that, Brian?
No, I can't see any shine.
I don't know. Yeah, these are just like scanned images, but that's what the rookie card's going to look like there for Joe.
Interesting. Well, that's a variation. That's some sort of camo.
Let's see. It says, as far as parallel goes, more than a dozen are available in hobby boxes. Silver snakeskin. I think that might be a snakeskin Prism.
One silver snakeskin. I like it.
That's cool. Orange, blue wave, hybrid red wave, blue eyes, green scope, purple power, camo, gold vinyl, black finite. That looks like gold, maybe gold vinyl. That two are there.
Nice. I like that. I'll bet it's shiny.
Yeah, I'm not crazy. I'm with Jackson there. I'm not crazy about the way they did the border on this. What's up with that?
It's too much border. It's a lot of border. It's always different when you hold them in your hand, though.
Yeah, that's true. I know it's gonna be a nice thick card. This one's got little dimples in the corners and stuff.
It's got Brad's Chipotle going there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I got a huge lot of Chipotle burrito foil to make these cards.
Yeah, they did.
I do kind of like this autograph Larry Fitzgerald there. I do like that. That's nice.
I like that. So you're going to go with the good old Panini sticker autos, COVID autos.
COVID autos.
Stained glass in the horizontal. Ooh, I want one of those. I want a color rush. That's the one.
Justin Herbert. You think he'll get a chance to play this year?
Probably not. But I mean, not the Herbert card, but I just want a color blast card. Those are, I think
I like sick too.
Dude, the Luca color blast went for like 60 grand. Super rare. That's a cool looking card with the electricity in the back.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Night Moves.
Yeah.
They put in the Donruss.
But that's a lot of border. It's all over the place.
See if anybody commented on a release date. No, this was released one day ago. So
that's awesome.
There you go, guys. You guys got a sneak preview at the 2020 Panini Prism. Thanks to Jackson for tipping me off to that article. And yeah, I'm not crazy about the border, but hey, it's Panini. If we make Brian the CEO tomorrow, he would change that.
I would make it available to everyone instead of $700 a box.
Good stuff, guys.
But it's the flagship for sure, though. It's the #1 rookie.
Flagship. Moral of the story tonight is focus your investing on the flagship. Get those autographs, get those rare cards, and yeah, man, good stuff. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoy the game tomorrow night. I can't wait to watch Joe Burrow in prime time against Baker Mayfield, Mr. #1 draft pick from a couple years ago versus #1 draft pick from this year. Who's going to win? That's going to be a good game because they both struggled in week 1. Can't wait to see it.
See if Burrows can throw a pass, huh? See if he can connect with somebody.
Yep. So I'll see you guys in that next video. See you guys. Peace.
Peace.